So, a long time ago. I don't know exactly how long. I don't know, but it doesn't matter. In the past, rabbits. Did you know this? Rabbits had long tails. See, long tails. See, matchy. There we go. And long ones. I know. Rabbits have short tails now. You're right. But this is a story about what happened. I mean, why is it so short? Well, Mr. Rabbit, he was proud of that tail for sure, because it was a fantastic tail. And he'd wave it, he'd wrap it around himself, and sometimes he got totally carried away. Woohoo! My tail's fantastic. Oh, have you noticed how nice my tail is? Oh, hey, oh, you haven't got a tail. Oh. Look at my tail. And he'd wave it around, some bump into people too. And sometimes, and I think if he had two, he'd do this. Oh, other animals. That was a lot of fuss there. Rabbit making fuss. Happy fuss, but not happy for them. I'm tired of it. Tired of hearing about it. Tired of people, tired of it, and kind of annoyed. Well, so the story starts in winter. Now, there's snow on the ground, right? So Rabbit, he's out there looking for food. Hard to find carrots in the snow, right? He wrapped his tail around himself, keep warm, and no, couldn't find anything. I think I might have to go home, order a pizza or something, because I'm hungry. And just then, he saw Mr. Fox. Oh! Hey, Mr. Fox, where'd you get those fish? See, right, he was carrying a big bucket of fish, Mr. Fox was. Yep, look. I know rabbits like carrots, that's true. Carrots are fantastic, but fish, second best. All right, so Rabbit wanted to know. Fox told him that. Well, you see, I caught them myself. No, said Rabbit. No, you did not. That's a frozen river. You can't get fish out of a frozen river. No how, no way, no ho. And so, absolutely no. Mr. Fox said, I did it. I'll tell you how. I went down there and I cut a hole in the ice. And then I put my tail down through the hole. Tickle, tickle. And a fish came along and nibbled on my tail, and I took it up, took the fish off, and put it in the bucket. Bing! Again and again and again. Sit down, twinkle, twinkle, nibble, nibble, take it off, put it in the bucket. Sit down, twinkle, twinkle, right? Soon my bucket was full. Rabbit thought about that. Wait a second, Mr. Fox. I'm going to go down there. I'm going to do it too, because I got a longer tail than you. I got a nicer tail than you. I'm going to catch more fish, better fish. And the rabbit went down to the river, cut a hole in the ice, just like Mr. Fox said, sat down, put his tail in the water. Twinkle, twinkle. Mr. Fox's way of fishing, it's not working. Rabbit was starting to get cold, and Rabbit, I can't wrap my tail around myself because it's all wet, and I think I'm gonna have to go home and order that pizza after all. And okay, so Rabbit went up to go home and what? No, he didn't. You see, Rabbit had cut a hole in the ice, and he sat down and put his tail in, just like Fox said. But the water, that hole in the ice, it froze shut again. Now you're stuck. Well, along came the bear, Bob the bear. Bob the bear. Bob the bear said, oh, Mr. Rabbit, what you doing down there? I'm sitting on the ice because Mr. Fox told me to. So he said, Mr. Fox said, cut a hole in the ice, put my tail in the water, right? Twinkle, twinkle. Take the fish off and put it in the bucket. And he said, and now I'm stuck. Oh, said Bob the bear. There's no way to catch a fish. I'll help you out. Okay. So bear pulled on Rabbit. Along came 2 moose, 3 dragonflies, and an otter, and they pulled too. No, not enough. All right, so now we got, who else could come? Let's see. Oh, a bald eagle. Bald eagle came and pulled too. Ow! You see? Ow! Right? The animals that pulled Rabbit's tail was stuck there in the ice. Rabbit, he came out, but his tail did not. And that's why rabbits today, why they have such short tails. So, after I tell a story, I always ask, was that a true story? No, right? Rabbits talking, rabbits who want to eat fish, and bears and eagles working together to pull animals. No, it's not a true story. But it's important that when we tell a story, that we're listening for the true things that are hiding inside. Now, I'll tell you what's hiding inside that story. You think for yourself, right? Rabbit had a job to do. When Fox said go down there and cut a hole in the ice and sit down with a tail in the water, Rabbit had a job to do and he didn't do it. He needed to think for himself. Just because somebody tells you to do something doesn't mean you should. You still got to think for yourself. And that's true. It's hiding in that story. So apparently, the trees in this forest, like this one, a little over 400 years old. That's really, really, really long time. The world was a completely different place. And you see that? I remember the story about the rabbit. Now that's one that's been told thousands of years around here, but not by people who look like me. See, around the time that these trees were young, people kind of like me came from around far away in the world, across in boats, and arrived here, and they found that there were people living here. And things didn't go well. Always, many people didn't act well, and we didn't share. And one of the things we did was we listened to stories like the rabbit and his long tail, and said, often it was teachers, and they said, don't tell those stories. Stop telling those stories. Those stories are not true. But when we took away those stories, what we didn't hear was the true parts hiding inside, right? And that story, it was that we need to think for ourselves, right? When Fox told Rabbit to go down there and cut a hole in the ice and put his tail down inside, well, Rabbit had a job to do, and he didn't do it. He needed to think for himself. Just because someone tells you to do something doesn't mean you should, and it's your job to think for yourself. And you see, that's a lesson we all try to teach, and we just didn't listen that was what was inside that story that had been told here for thousands of years. And places like schools, not that long ago, not 400 years ago, they're closed now. But not that long ago, we kept telling them that. We kept taking away those stories. The teachers of those schools told the children not to speak their language, not to grow their hair the way they wanted, the way their elders had, and definitely not to tell a story of Rabbit and his long tail.